Let's take our tots out of tiaras and make them into top chefs. Let's teach our kids to use ingredients with names like cinnamon and apples and not monosodium glutamate. Let's give all kids equal access to a healthy future, like Tessa, who's here with her little sister Rebecca. She's in charge of not just taking care of Rebecca, but their grandmother too, and she has to cook their meals. And you ask her what she makes peanut butter and jelly. She makes Kraft mac and cheese. They don't have a lot of money, but she also doesn't have a lot of knowledge. Ben is at risk for type 2 diabetes because of his unhealthy food choices. He eats Pop-Tarts, Skittles, big gulps for breakfast. There are over 1.3 million child caregivers ages 8 to 18 in the United States, and 884,000 of them every day are the primary people in charge of providing meals for their families. This is the kind of thing that kids can eat on a daily basis. Every day, over 1/3 of children and teens are eating some kind of fast food or convenience food as a primary meal. There are convenience stores, fast food restaurants within walking distance of every school. It's no wonder that childhood obesity rates have tripled in the last 30 years. This is 70 teaspoons of sugar. That's how much is in that big gulp and those Skittles you just saw on the previous slide. 70. So it's no wonder that we have problems with nutrition, that whether they're caused by not having enough of the right kind of food or having too much of the wrong kind of food, lead to problems in learning, socialization, problems with becoming job ready, and problems with health. So what do? A big problem like obesity, a big problem like child malnutrition seems too huge. But I propose one solution that can bridge these gaps, address both problems, and that is teach our children where their food comes from and how to prepare it. This can be the new classroom. Let's teach kids how to cook, how to find out where their food comes from, so that they empower themselves to create a healthy future regardless of income level, regardless of social status. You can learn math through measurements and volume. Study chemistry by watching the reactions in baking and cooking. Learn about reading by picking up a cookbook. I know a lot of adults who that's their primary reading, and it's a good way to start. Botany, learn about the world around you and the plants that are there and what they can do. Let's reach kids where they are. Let's reach them at school, at camp. Feeding America sends backpacks home with kids on weekends who have low income. Let's put some recipes and easy-to-use ingredients in those backpacks and send them home. Let's take kids to the grocery store so they can figure out what all of those weird green and red and yellow stuff can actually do, how good it can taste if they prepare it the right way. Let's teach kids where their food comes from. Let's make gardening a part of the recess that they no longer have a lot of access to. Give them appreciation for the origins of their food. Those Pringles weren't born in that can. The apples, they didn't roll off that shelf. Let's teach kids how to choose great produce. Even kids with low incomes, let's have kids' days at grocery stores. Let's have kids' booths at farmers markets. Let's team with urban farmers so kids can pick versatile, nutritious fruits and vegetables for their menus. This will empower our children to create healthy lifestyles for themselves now and in the future. It'll give them confidence, knowing that they have a skill that will take them far in life, even if they never become a professional chef. If we teach children healthy lifestyle skills now, we're going to create healthier adults who know more about where their food comes from, who will make better decisions for themselves and their families. And let me tell you, when we teach kids how to do something, it's infectious. When my school in 3rd grade learned about reduce, reuse, recycle, I ran home and I shut off all the lights. I turned off the water when people were brushing their teeth, and those skills and habits stayed with me to this day. Teaching children where their food comes from, how to prepare it, can give us hope for a future where we don't have ever-increasing child obesity rates. It'll help us meet the goals of food banks to reduce child hunger by such years as 2015, really soon. Jamie Oliver just gave a TED Talk this year about this topic, and he said, let's make it so that every person by the 12th grade knows 10 recipes, that they know where the food comes from in those recipes, and they know how to make that food. So let's do something. Here's some resources. Talk to me if you're interested. Let's empower our children for a healthier future. Thank you.